Cecil lately has been on the warpath and has been in defence mode, and in this video he compares himself to Monica Lewinsky. My God.
I love making trolls look dumb.
What did you just say to me?
Acting the stand your ground law, which removes the duty to retreat before using deadly force. Kentucky law also makes it harder for blah 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 blah.
So let's go through the video and see if there's anything that we can harvest from it.
I want to make a point by asking a couple questions.
Fire away, Cecil. I'm just awake and I'm having my cup of coffee, but I'm awake enough to answer some questions if you like.
And these are logical questions.
Well, that makes it a change.
First and foremost, how many of us who are YouTube creators, how many of us would deserve to be judged by videos of us that our haters have? Let me repeat that. When a hater takes your video, do you think they have good intentions with your video? Do you think they care whether or not that they portray you in a good light or a bad light?
Well, it depends on what the video is, Cecil. In your case, it's the confession video where you confessed to being 15, 16, 17, living with your aunt, and you had interactions, let's say, with an 8 and 10-year-old, which was your aunt's kids, which was plain to see in the video.
I was patient zero of losing a personal reputation.
I'm asking these logical questions. When you're a YouTube creator and you have other YouTube creators who are hating on you, who want to spread negativity about you because they are drama and they are part of the negative community.
No, you're actually, you've turned into a drama channel. We just commentate on your videos. You know? We don't go out to cause negativity or anything. We have one specific issue with you. You know? Then again, some of us have other platforms and other channels. We don't talk about you all day.
Is it right that anybody who runs across those videos should judge me based off of what my haters put out on me?
Well, it depends on if they're telling the truth or not. In this case, they are. Do you know? I mean, like, if it was anything else, we wouldn't be covering, the situation. But because it's a crime against children, nobody likes that stuff.
So if we're a YouTube creator and videos that people are seeing of us are actually videos that are on our haters' channels, is that what people should judge us by?
Good question. I mean, like, no. This is the way it works here, Cecil, is people are free to watch your channel and watch how you defend yourself, if you would call it that, and you telling your side of the story, which actually contradicts your initial statement. But they're willing to, they're well entitled to watch you, and but at the same time they're well entitled to watch us, and then make up their own mind, rather than just picking a side oh, Cecil, don't just ignore the haters, don't respond to your haters, and just move on, kind of thing. Some of those people that say those things haven't seen both sides, but when they do see both sides, the tone changes. Let's just say, because you have a pattern of lying, you know. But then again, you're talking about us having videos and you not having the videos. You're trying to cover things up when initially you admitted to doing, you know, horrible things to children. Naturally you would try to cover it up, but we're not. We by us bringing the videos out, we're exposing that, we're bringing it back onto the table. We need this result. That's what this statement is. We need this result. You can't just put it, bury it and sweep it under the carpet. Let's get this sorted. That's basically what is happening. But Cecil's interpretation of that is we're all haters and he's a good person. Just a simple thing. And, you know, I'm an innocent man. But if you're an innocent man, you wouldn't need to bury those videos. There's a lot of videos that were buried by you, not just a confession video. And, you know, Cecil is very salty because a lot of us have some of the older videos that, you know, Cecil doesn't want to have on his channel. But we're entitled to commentate, we're entitled to bring them up, we're entitled to, you know, put commentary on them. But Cecil, naturally enough, you know, is salty about it because he wants to bury those videos. He doesn't want to address any of that stuff. But that's why we're here. We're here to put a foot on his neck to get this sorted.
Or should people judge me by the videos that are on my actual channel? Because I'm not going to put out videos that's going to be damning to my name.
You're not going to put videos out that are damning to your... Cecil, every day did you stand in your kitchen and you ramble like you're doing right now is damaging your name. Because what a 43-year-old puts out a defence like this over and over for 8 years? Most people have an adult way of dealing with these situations, not doubling down and contradicting themselves on a daily basis, and not slandering people on a daily basis, calling people names, personally attacking them, those lines that you should not cross. You do it on a daily basis. So, you know, it is what it is. But you're 3 years old, acting like this. That's damning stuff, Cecil. I don't know if you think this is normal behaviour, but it isn't. It's very concerning behaviour.
Who in their right mind would make a video confessing to something that, one, would be criminating, two, would be damning to a person's reputation?
You. That's what you did. And that's what you did at the time. And then you doubled down on it because you wanted the public to reach out and say, oh, Cecil, so sorry that this happened to you, and, you know, you were young, and, you know, but, you know, hope life is better now. No, that's not the way it flipping went, Cecil. That's not the way it went, because you mocked those people. You mocked the victims. And then you try to, you still in a way try to justify your actions, but at the same time having this backup plan that we edited your videos, you know. And when you have two things going like that, or two or three things going like that, they contradict each other in some ways. So, you know, that doesn't work. If the videos were edited, Cecil, you wouldn't have to come up with these other excuses about sleepwalking and I was underage, blah, blah, blah. You know, if we edited the videos, you wouldn't need to say anything like that. You know?
If you guys want to believe that the videos that was put out on me are actually real, authentic, untouched videos, then you are fucking delusional.
But see, the thing is, Cecil, we can say that those videos are authentic because we we wanted to make sure that we weren't barking down the wrong tree, because, you know, to make such accusations and them being false, we would feel very bad about that. We wanted to get it right, so that's why we looked into them so much. We weren't going to, do you know what I mean? We weren't going to haphazardly go on one side or the other without looking at both sides in detail. And we found that the videos are not altered in any way. Certainly the confession video wasn't altered in any way. But you, if you were asked to bring up proof of videos being altered, all you could do, and all I think you would do, is bring up some parodies that are not the confession video. See, this is what they do. So they must have altered the confession video. No, that's not proving that the confession video is altered. You can't just bring up a parody and say, well, this is what they do, so they must have done this. That's not a fact. That's just a speculation. You can't do that, and I reckon that's what you would do if you were to fight this case of the confession video being edited. You had umpteen times that you could have brought up the confession video and say, this is where it was edited. Exactly. You brought it up once years ago, and all you didn't even mention that it was edited. You just commentated on it, saying that we took this out of context. I didn't mean this, I meant this. But at no time did you say that I didn't say that. This is where the video has been altered in some way. You didn't say that when you brought up the video and commentated on it years ago. So that in itself is damning in itself.
I'm literally being patronized. I'm being harassed, stalked, threatened, doxxed.
No, Cecil, doxed. You doxed yourself. You put out your address yourself. Now, it might have been an accident, but you still doxed yourself. We didn't dox you. So stop blaming other people for your stupid mistakes, which you have a habit of doing. Slandered. Oh, by all people like us calling you such and such a word because of evidence from videos. But then again, you call us cheese pizzas and you don't even know our real names. You don't know where we're from. That is slander, Cecil. That's slander that you caused. You can't... You're threatening people to bring people to court for slander. When you slander people, you know, on a regular basis, and most likely if you brought a person to court, you probably slandered them already. So I don't think you have a leg to stand on, Cecil, because of your behaviour online.
Over videos that people are watching of me that ain't even on my channel.
But you see, Cecil, you deleted that channel, you deleted that video. You wanted to bury that video eventually, so, you know, you didn't want it to be in existence. But that's not the way the internet works. And because you deleted the videos off your channel, you sort of don't even own those videos anymore because you've wiped your hands off of them, which was a bad move to make.
They're on my haters channel. Now, us as YouTube creators, when we have haters...
YouTube creators. YouTube creators, also as YouTube creators. Cecil, when did you ever... When was the last time you created a video? It's, you know, I'm not talking about just turning on live and blabbering in your kitchen. I'm talking about creating a video. This is a platform for creators. But you haven't created anything in a long time. So I don't know if you can label yourself as a creator at this point. You use this YouTube platform like a toxic version of Twitter, if that is possible. This is not what this is supposed to be about. This is supposed to be creating videos and, you know, creating podcasts and stuff. It's not for this. It wasn't designed for this. You know? So to say that you're a creator is a bit of an exaggeration, Cecil. Now you could say, same to you. Well, I could say that about this channel, but I have other channels where I create videos.
How many times have haters told the truth about us?
We tell the truth all the time, Cecil. We don't lie about you, because this is a very serious matter. Yes, there's times where we use some of your content for comedic purposes, but behind it all, it's very serious. We're not going to fuck about with that.
Never. If ever. If I got on YouTube and confessed to some sick shit...
Which did?
Why would I deny it once a hater says something?
Well, you know the answer to that one yourself, Cecil. You put out this live stream on this Google Plus or whatever it's called because some guy called Mitch, which is intense, had threatened to out you, so you wanted to get in there first. So you panicked, you went live, you said those things, and then afterwards thought, maybe this will go well, maybe this won't go well, at least I cleared things up. Next thing, you get bombarded with comments, you so-and-so, and how dare you, and you're a sick piece of, you know, all those things. You weren't expecting that kind of a reaction. Then you attacked them for a period of time, and when it didn't work, you decided, right, this video was a bad idea, so I'm going to make out that these people took my words out of context, and I'm going to put in the sleepwalking issue there as well, just in case I need it. And as well as that, I'm going to blame those people that are calling me out for editing that video. And I'm going to bury the original video. so they can't prove me otherwise. Which, you know, it didn't go well for you. But that's what you did. You decided you would throw us under the bus and say that we edited your video, so we're the bad people. When nothing was altered in that video, in my opinion. Nothing at all. You buried the video so that when we had the video, it said, well, you can't compare it to my original, so, you know, it's altered. That's not the way video analysis or audio analysis works, Cecil. We can take any piece of audio or video, and we can analyze it for jump cuts and sudden peaks and weird anomalies in the voice, or simply just boosting up the gain and listening to the background to see if there's any cuts there with the dog barking and the traffic outside. That's basically the line where I went on, is 2 layers. Voice layer, background layer. That's all I feckin' needed. I don't know anything about the other layers. Audio engineers say that there's multiple layers of audio. I only wanted to focus on the 2. And the very important one was that background layer. You know? And if you alter a video, the background layer is normally sort of hidden. But when you boost the gain, you get the whole audio in the background. That can expose a multitude of sins, like jump cuts. When you're looking for jump cuts, you don't just go for the vocal layer, go for the background layer as well, because there's no way somebody spent their time removing the background layer, altering the vocal layer, and then replacing the background layer back into the video. It didn't happen.
Or put out the same video.
Here's another thing. You asked a question a while back, which is stupid. How did the video start when when you weren't in the room? But Cecil, you were in the room. How do you think this one was going to go when you were already in the room? Why did you ask that? The video starts, let me talk to you all today, man. It ends with, don't listen to the bullshit. This is your boy, Cecil, or whatever. There was a beginning, middle, and end. There was no cuts at the beginning, no cuts at the end. And I analysed the middle. There's nothing taken out or removed there. In some videos, it is simply because you weren't talking about the subject itself. You drifted off into music and, you know, we're going to be at this place and tickets and all that kind of crap. Some people have edited that stuff out because it's not relevant to the subject at hand. That would be called an edited video. But the other information is not altered. It came from your video. And you said those things. You're trying to deny you said those things by accusing us of altering words. So there's a lot of work to be done there. You first have to chop up the video, but then you have to make sure that the video still moves smoothly. Now it was, what was it, 360p or something like that. It wasn't the best of quality, but none of those things happened because who's going to spend that time altering that video in such a way? Because it's you? You're not that important, Cecil. You know, at the end of the day, you said those things, you then came up with multiple excuses that contradicted each other. You know, that was a red flag in itself. You know, if you kept your mouth shut, you would have prevented it escalating more than it did. Do you know? But here we are years later, and you're still, constructing excuses that contradict other excuses. How many excuses were for one particular video? There's been loads, and none of them make sense together. That's the thing.
The reason I deny it is because the videos that are put out on me aren't in the same format as the original videos that I made. And second, my other question is, how many people out there, as an adolescent teenager, how many of you who were 15 and up did not make stupid decisions when you were a kid?
Right, the format thing. Doesn't matter what format it is in. The main argument here is the video is altered. It's not. Those words that were said on the video were said on the video. Right? It doesn't matter if somebody downloaded it and put it on a different format. It said what it says. How many of us made stupid mistakes when we were 15, 16, 15 years old? You see, he goes for the lower number rather than the higher number. Very interesting, that. But we all made mistakes at 15. We didn't go touching children, though. That's the fact.
I guarantee you, nobody would raise their hand.
No, because we've all made stupid mistakes when we were kids and 15 years old or whatever. Very few of us have made this particular mistake that we're talking about here. You're trying to generalize things. We're not trying to do that. Do you know? You're saying, you're judging me, but you've made mistakes when you were young. You know, we're talking about the mistake here. We're not talking in a general sense here, Cecil. We're talking about you'd been a babysitter that was supposed to be looking after children and protecting them and making them safe, and you took advantage of them. That is horrible. It's horrible.
Another thing, I'm a 43-year-old man.
I know.
How many of you people out there who never made any stupid mistakes at 22 years old?
Glad you brought from 15 to 22 because, you know, we're all human. We all make mistakes all the time, Cecil. I don't know where you're going with it. Well, I do. You're trying to make it general, a general thing. You can't judge me because you're not perfect. We didn't go touching children though, Cecil. Genie Mac. You trying to minimize this now? You're trying to minimize this now? That exposes you even more. This is why you need to keep your mouth shut, but you don't. And that's why we're here commentating on that. This is why we're replying to your videos. You can't generalize abuse of children. You can't put that into the category of stealing a candy bar from a shop. You can't do that, Cecil. That's what you're doing.
This person right here, Monica Lewinsky.
Oh, Jesus. So, you see, you always try to find somebody that you can relate to. And this is what you come up with. You see, before you even start, Cecil, the reason why she got caught up with the press is because she had an affair with the President of the United States. The President of the United States, Cecil. I don't know where you... Oh, I don't know where you can relate to this woman. But we might be able to find out.
She fell in love with her boss, who was 3 times older than her, at the age of 22 years old. And
Go on.
because she made such a dumb mistake as a young girl, young woman, people slandered her and threw her name in the dirt all the way up until now.
Possibly, but it doesn't relate to your case. She wasn't involved in abusing children. Ghislaine Maxwell was. Maybe it would be more appropriate if you had brought up Ghislaine Maxwell and see how it went then, Cecil. Because this does not compare with having an affair with the President. Now, people are people. They would turn around and blame her or because they love the President and that. I think, you know, judging from what I've seen and what I've heard online, that the President was no saint. But this has got no relevance to your particular case. You would have been better off if you brought up Ghislaine Maxwell and see how it went then.
Twenty-something years later.
That proves that people aren't perfect and people should leave you alone. That's not the way it works, Cecil. Because you are bringing this up in a general sense. Like I said, this is not a general issue. It's not a general issue. You can't put child abuse in along with having affairs with the President or having an affair with a married person or anything like that. You're trying to compare that with abuse of children? No, it doesn't work, Cecil. Like I said, Ghislaine Maxwell would have been a better example that you could have brought up because it's more relates to the issues that we're talking about. Now, Ghislaine Maxwell would be on a different scale because there was so many multiple people. But it's around the same category. Monica Lewinsky's a bad example, Cecil. Don't know where you're going with this one. It's not working at all. I don't know what made you bring up this and thought this was a great idea. It's not. It's dumb.
I've made mistakes as a kid and I've made mistakes as a young man, but what I've never done is molested anybody.
No, well, that's not what you said. That's not what you said to me either, Cecil. Remember the touching and playing house? We had 3 episodes. I was called the paranormal pigeon. You allowed me to ask questions. You got a little bit strappy when I you know, I made the questions a little bit more difficult, but I was trying to be respectful at the same time. But you slipped up in the 3rd episode and you said that, you know, we were just touching and playing house, nothing other sexual happened. And then you figured out that, oh shit, and you deleted that episode, Cecil. You know? Very convenient, Cecil. And then you blocked me. Do you know? Then you blocked me. But that's, you know, water sort of under the bridge because I can't prove that you said that and you can't prove anything either, like. You deleted the video. You know, very few people saw it, I think. But you see, it can't be the same with these other videos. Do you know? But then again, you know, as it says, you're trying to generalize this, which makes you more devious, you know, by trying to generalize and put a child abuse allegations in along with general stuff. You're trying to put this in along with having an affair with the president. They're two different things, Cecil. You know, you think this works? It doesn't. It you know, it was a bad idea. You completely fucked up. This is why when you talk and rant in your kitchen, you put out extra information that we find interesting. This is interesting.
What I've never done is raped anybody. What I have never done is sexually abuse anybody.
Well, that's not what you said in the video, Cecil. And the video wasn't altered. So you're kind of stuck there. You've said this over and over again. Then you brought up another video, which I'm going to bring up, actually. I'm going to bring up, because in that video you says if you want something to manifest, say it over and over again and you can manifest it. It was something to do with this CERN thing, which you pretended you had some sort of knowledge on. But we bring that one up, and we can add it into the subject if you like.
And for people who don't even know me to be going around saying it is not right.
But then again, Cecil, you've done the same thing to us. You called me Life After Life because of another channel that I have. You never mentioned my name. You said that I lived in London, France, and I was a fat, sloppy B-word, and that I'm a cheese pizza. How the fuck did you get that information from when you don't even know my name? You don't even know where I'm from. This is why when you open your mouth you make a fool of yourself, and that's why we're here, to pick up on that and expose that. That's why we're here. That's why I'm here. It adds the extra little jigsaw puzzle piece to finding out what your character is. And boy oh boy do we have a lot of those pieces, and it's not looking good for you.
There has been hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people who have been falsely accused in the same format.
But you see, this thing is, Cecil, most of these people tried covering it up better than you. But the thing is, you said those things and you put them out on the video. Do you know, one of the more damning things was, I didn't do anything you didn't want me to do, you told me to do it, and now I have to suffer. Which was mocking the victim, and at the same time admitting to what you've done. And you want to try and bury that, and every time you do it just keeps popping up out of the sand, and you don't like it. But that's just the way it is, Cecil. It's just going to keep popping up out of the sand no matter how much you try to bury it. Because it wasn't altered in any way. It came from your mouth. It was a panic stream. You created and turned on your cameras. You started talking out of panic because you were crapping yourself about this other rapper exposing you first. You wanted to get in there first, but you didn't fully plan it. And it blew up in your face. And you've been trying to, you've been trying to undo and unmake that video for the last 8 years. You can't unmake a video, Cecil.
Hundreds of thousands. Some women believe that they can use this type of accusation to ruin a man just simply because they're upset with them.
Yeah, well, the people do that to famous people to get money out of them. But that wouldn't apply to you. Some people do that out of spite to try and ruin a person, yes. But the thing is, these other people didn't say anything. You said it all. You said everything. It was you that said it all. Not these girls. Those girls didn't say anything. They didn't make a statement, as far as I know. If they did, I probably would have found it. We probably all would have found it. But you made those statements. They all came from you. So you can't compare that to people making false accusations as a weapon to destroy somebody. That's not what's happening here. It's far from what's happening here. So again, you have brought up an example which is not a comparison to your situation. And you're trying to make a square brick fit into a round hole like you have a habit of doing.
Because they think that the courts favor women and will believe anything they say and with such an accusation.
Cecil, you try to put a square brick in a round hole on a regular basis, and in this video you've tried to do it twice. There's no comparison at all. There's none. Absolutely none. Bring up Ghislaine Maxwell and see how we go there.
If that's the case, I do not care about or trust the justice system.
You don't trust the justice system when it conveniently suits you. In other cases, you're kissing the cop's ass, you know, and you're kissing the justice system's ass, and oh, I know my laws and I respect my laws and I'm a proud citizen that doesn't break the laws, and now you don't like the justice system, Cecil. Well, I'll give it to you. There's parts of the justice system we don't like. There's parts that we do like. Let's, you know, I'll let that one slide, Cecil.
This type of accusation can ruin a man's reputation and ruin their life.
Square brick in a round hole again, Cecil. It's just there's no comparisons at all.
So if anybody supports what people are saying about me on YouTube, because I know the shit's not true, then you can never say anything when the same thing happens to one of your loved ones or you. So every YouTube creator out there, I should believe everything your hater says about you. That's basically what you people are saying to me.
No. No, we're not. That was it.
I want to make a...
That was it. No goodbye, no nothing. Let's bring up this other stupid video. But there was something very interesting. I normally wouldn't cover it because he's just, you know, he's just trying to be, to sound like he's intelligent. But there was a part in it that I thought was kind of interesting. CERN. There we go. It's a 4 minute and 51. La 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 la.
First and foremost, let me say this. Hey trolls, stop creating fake Kenton County District Attorney fucking YouTube channels just so you can troll me with them trying to scare me. You don't.
Oh, whoever's doing that, please stop, because as far as I know, impersonating a police officer or a department like that is against the law. Don't do it, please. We're trying to get Cecil properly. Don't screw this up, because sometimes there's the odd person that comes in and they're like a bull in a china shop. Please don't do that. Thank you.
Don't scare, guys. You don't scare me. I'm innocent.
They're nice shoes, Cecil. They're really nice. I like those red ones.
All my new haters, do you realize that I've been dealing with these rumors and these edited videos and these trolls?
Oh, we're back to the speaker view. Why am I even making a video? Fucking oh, bloody hell! He hasn't been on video a lot in these videos today. But then again, you know, Cecil would say, you know, here's so and so, and won't show his face. He said that about random news. You know, random news. What have you got to hide because you don't show your face? Random news doesn't need to show his face. That's the way he chooses to have his channel. He wants some privacy for himself. He's not hiding anything. I'm not hiding anything by not being on video. I've been on video already on this channel, you know. But, you know, but Cecil does the same thing. You know, I'm not, you know, at the same time, I'm not saying, oh, Cecil, you should be on camera and that. Sometimes we've had bad days, and you know, I presume that the beard got out of control and he doesn't want to be on camera showing his out of control beard. I can understand that. We all have bad days. We all have bad hair days. You know, so I'm not knocking Cecil for not being on camera, but Cecil does knock us for not being on camera. You know? Let me close this door because there's traffic.
For almost 10 years now. And every time a new hater comes along, I get threatened by the cops. They threaten me with the cops. Guys, I've involved the cops. They actually called the cops and made a false report on me because they knew where me and this other YouTuber was and sent the SWAT team on us. They swatted us, doxed us. I'm the victim here.
Well, in that particular case, yes, because I thought that was not good, because things could have got really bad. You know, you know, but I'm not taking responsibility for that. You are painting us all with the same brush and saying that you all done it. One person done it. And they got the information from these other two people who put out the location, which was a stupid thing to do. You know, and you know, it ruined a good boxing match because you were getting your ass handed to you, and they came in at the wrong time, and it was so fucking disappointed because that would have been a great match. But it is what it is. That is fucking dangerous. Somebody could have got shot. I agree with you there, but see, so you can't use that as a weapon all the time. You know, you people are bad people because somebody swatted me. That's not the way it works, Cecil. You can't just tar us all with the same brush just because one person rang the police and got you swatted. You know, I'm not responsible for that. Order of magnitude's not responsible for that. You know, and these other people, in our community are not responsible for that. One person was responsible for that. It wasn't me. Do you know? So, you know, you people thing, you need to, you have a habit of generalizing a lot of things. That's why you're not very good with facts. But anyway, let's get on with this CERN thing.
For you new YouTubers, you're just joining hateful people. That's all you're doing.
I'm going to guess that he got his information about this CERN thing from the Most Amazing Top 10 or some stupid channel. Because he most likely is going to come up with some daft stuff. I mean, like, some of these dumb channels are mildly entertaining. I have watched some of them. But I don't take their information as gospel because they're trying to be as entertaining as possible. But, you know, as far as, you know, is it true or not, or you know, is the information false or true, that's irrelevant because they're trying to entertain people, if you know what I'm saying.
But I want to say this.
I want to say this, as if he's going to say something important. Go on.
CERN?
Oh, we've just fucking turned the corner and we have an indicator. Cecil... Cecil, you have a habit of just changing the subject without giving us any warning. It's too early in the morning for that. Actually, it's 11:30 in the morning. I'm still half asleep, by the way. Don't do this to me, Cecil. Give me some warning that you're changing the subject. For God's sake.
Did not create the Mandela effect. And it did not create demon syndrome.
There's the police coming for you, Cecil. It probably is a fire brigade, by the way. But a couple of videos ago, the same thing happened.
Where people are seeing demon faces on other people. And
it's a very interesting siren, actually. It's an American, you know, that old American siren and that. We don't have it, the same kind of sirens here. They're very kind of sharp and stuff. I find that one a bit more smoothing, if you know what I mean. Sorry for changing the subject, see. So I just thought the fire engine siren was very interesting there. There's me changing the subject now. Sorry, Cecil.
Seeing blacked out eyes on other people. Stop blaming CERN for all this.
Fucking hell, we're back to speaker mode. Could you not have put the camera in front of something a bit more interesting, Cecil? Do you know, change it up a bit? What's so interesting about that speaker? Is it the blue light or something? I don't know. Why don't you just put the camera on front of something interesting? Even a tablet with some interesting royalty-free graphics, let's just say.
Stuff that's happening. Yes, CERN, with what they're doing, the powerful particle collider that they have, yes, it could cause things to happen. Yes, I do believe that. But none of us know. That's why they're experimenting. It's an experiment. They're experimenting because they don't know what to do, but they're doing it to try to find out what happens when you collide particles.
Well, exactly. I mean, like, people do speculate and they say, oh, you know, what CERN is doing is going to have a catastrophic effect. People were crapping themselves when they started this particle accelerator. Everybody was crapping themselves. The ITC people were going, oh, this would be an interesting time to do Spiropox because it could release some demons and all this kind of shite. I don't entertain myself with that kind of stuff because it's all speculation.
Sir?
Sorry I couldn't close the door, but the dog keeps running in and out of the balcony and I have to keep it open.
CERN is no more dangerous than particles colliding with our atmosphere 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Well, I'm not a scientist, so I don't know. But this is not the part of the video that I wanted to commentate on.
It's the same thing. We've been seeing aliens, spirits, and demons before CERN ever existed.
That is true. That is true. But then again, have we seen aliens, demons, and other things? Or is that a speculation too? But that's a subject for another time. Cecil, will you stop chewing? Fucking hell.
But
Stop, Cecil.
I believe CERN is manifesting demonic entities because they are part of the demon church.
The demon church. The demon. Is that a thing? The demon church. Or has he just put up a general name for a satanic cult or whatever? The demon church. The demon. The demon church. No, there's no demon church. It's the first thing that's coming up with is Church of Satan, the Satanic Temple, Church of Satan, the Satanic Temple, TST, official Church of Satan website, Devil Advocate, the Satanic Temple, demons in the church. Demons in the church. Satanic belief. There's no demon church, Cecil. Fucking hell, Cecil. Cecil, there's no demon church. Unless somebody has made a small organisation. But there's no demon church, Cecil. Stop.
Because they do black ceremonies and dark rituals and shit like that.
That's speculation, sir. This is not what I wanted to commentate, but it's coming up.
I don't think it has anything to do with the collider. I believe we manifest our lives by...
This is what I want to commentate on. Let me say that again.
I believe we manifest our lives by walking a path that leads us to wherever we go in life.
Exactly. Although there is sometimes outside influence that can steer it off track, if you know where I'm coming from. Unexpected consequences or unexpected events outside our control could influence a bearing off on a different direction that we initially planned. But anyway, yeah, I get your point.
Like if you want to be a trucker, you're going to pursue trucking.
Exactly.
You're going to talk about it, you're going to have wistful thoughts about it, and if you work towards it, you'll make it there. It's that simple. We manifest our reality.
Like if you want to be a child abuser, you abuse children. Sorry. But he is coming to a point that I find really interesting here.
You know, that's why you got to be careful about taking in negative, because if you do, your life becomes negative, and next thing you know, your life is going to be in a negative situation.
I would agree with that, actually, as well. You need a balance. You need a balance. And if you want to be positive, you need to be in a positive frame of mind. You need to be in a positive place. You need to be surrounded by positive people.
Words are powerful. We manifest in our life.
This is the part where I find really interesting here, right? bring it back a bit.
Words are powerful. We manifest in our life what our reality is.
Words are powerful. We manifest what our reality is.
You can say something enough times, you can manifest it. Like,
oh, that's the point I wanted to make. That's the point I wanted to make. That one was interesting.
something enough times, you can manifest it. Like, reality is. You can say something enough times, you can manifest it. Like, there's people who truly believe that the reality is that I'm some kind of pedophile. No, I'm not. It's not true.
But you saying that you're not enough times, that makes it a reality to you? Don't think that works the way you think it does, Cecil. I just find that one interesting because he repeats himself over and over again. I am not a cheese pizza. I am not a cheese pizza. I'm not a cheese pizza. You edited those videos. You edited those videos. You edited those videos. Doesn't mean that we edited the videos, Cecil. That's not the way it works. That's not... You brought that right into the flipping... your situation there. That... Oh... The statement is true, but not in your situation with the kid thing. You're trying to make it part of the kid thing, so you've been repeating your same arguments for 8 years. And I find that pretty interesting. So you're going to say the same shit over and over again for another 8 years, and hopefully it manifests into reality and the video is edited and we're all cheese pizzas and we're the bad people. We're the demonic ass people and all the rest of the names that you called us. Is that how you think it works, Cecil? It doesn't.
I was around some girls who tried to inappropriately grab me, and I told on them.
Blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing about you told on them. That was your get out of jail card, which never existed in the original video and never existed while you were defending that video. It only manifested when you tried to sweep it under the carpet and you made that shit up. Oh.
Both cases. I didn't molest nobody. I didn't rape nobody. It's all a facade. It's not real.
So you saying that you didn't do it over and over again will manifest into you not have done it. You can't change the past that way, Cecil. You don't have a time machine. That's not the way it works, Cecil. So basically we've been listening to you go on and on and on, repeating yourself over and over again, and all this time you have been saying these things, so hopefully in your head your reality turns into a reality, which in a lot of cases is full of fabrication and lies. But if you say things enough times, those lies turned into actual facts, an actual reality in your head. That's not, you can't change the past. You don't have that time machine to do that. As powerful as words are, you can't do that. I dropped a kind of joke similar to that in a previous video where I made comments. Cecil says the same thing over and over, hoping that it turns into reality. I've said that a number of times in comments and stuff like that, and here he's saying it.
But because people allowed a fake reality deter their minds based off of virtual reality on the internet and fake edited manipulating videos, they've been led to believe that this is the actual reality when actuality it's not.
No, that's not the way it works, Cecil. I just find it interesting too that you have ruined this video. The title of the video is CERN Isn't That Dangerous. So, you wanted to talk about CERN, but you ended up talking about your situation again. Your situation is taking over your life, Cecil. I'm just telling you. That's the reality of it, Cecil. That's what's happening. You're trying to come up with different topics, and in the middle of it all, you talk about your situation. It never leaves you. That's why you should sort of wrap it up as soon as possible, come out with the truth, you know, be remorseful, etc., or whatever you need to do, and then move on. Because, you know, this is a topic that has got nothing to do with your situation, but you have brought your situation into it.
But it's all good. It's all good. God keeps blessing me in my life because He knows.
Are we going to start pulling out God cards now? Because that's what Steve Hope used to do. I think he probably still does.
The Lord knows the truth. And that's why He keeps blessing me in life.
I find it interesting Mrs. Maggs brought up. It's kind of weird that shitty people very often have success and good people struggle. It's just, you know, it kind of sucks. But that's sometimes what reality is. You know, you get the most horrible person and they have the most brilliant luck. And you get sometimes have the kindest people. And they have nothing but bad luck. Well, we don't have anything, you know, we sometimes have good luck, but, you know, unfortunate event after fortunate event just keeps happening to them. You know, and these are good people, and you're thinking, why should these people suffer? We're a scumbag down the road who hates people and is rude and everything, has, you know, has manifested some very successful business, and he's, you know, doing well in life, big massive house, big massive flipping car, you know, a 4-car garage, lovely garden, all the success in the world, and then these other good people are flipping struggling to just put food on the table and keep the lights on. It kind of sucks.
I feel sorry for the people who are in these drama communities because it shows you don't have a life. You guys watch every video I make. I don't watch any video y'all make. That means I live inside of your all's head.
What's this got to do with CERN? Or are we finished talking about that now?
Y'all are really man fans, to be honest with you.
Stop chewing, please. I think it's finished now. It's done. It's done. It's done. I just find it interesting that he said in that video that's the reason why I brought that video up, that if you say things often enough, you can manifest it. Now, in a what I'm talking about, a reality, in a reality situation, you know, I am going to be positive today. I'm going to be positive today. It's not just saying it, it's trying to be that positive, you know, having a positive day by doing positive things. Words are powerful, but you have to accompany words with actions. You know, they say that words, you know, words aren't enough. Actions speak louder than words. That's the phrase I was trying to bring up. So Cecil is going to call us all liars and going to call us all cheese pizzas over and over again, hoping that it will manifest into a reality. And he's going to say, didn't do this, I didn't do this, I didn't do this. So this confession video is going to just disappear, and it's not going to be in reality anymore, and he didn't do any of those things. He's hoping that he can travel back to the past with his words and change what happened in the past. No Cecil, no Cecil. Actions speak louder than words. Actions are more powerful than words. You know, words can be powerful, words can hurt, but actions is a more powerful element than just words. You know, words are good, but it has to be accompanied by actions. That's the thing. Folks, I've gone on too long with this video. It's gone 1 minute or 1 hour and 10 minutes, so I'm just going to leave it at that. And find out the next couple of days if he comes out with anything interesting, or are we on the warpath of the video is edited, which we have gone full circle at least 3 or 4 times while I have been covering this, which is getting kind of boring now, you know. So yeah, and you know, I'm here for when he trips up. Talk to you again soon, folks, and I'm going to go over to my other channel and create some good stuff over there and see how it goes, because I can't just think about Cecil videos all the time. I have other things. My other channel is called Life After Life Productions. I am going to the Ulster American Folk Park yet again tomorrow, and I think there's bluegrass bands playing there and stuff like that. I do have to create some videos from my recent holiday on the beach, and I have some sessions, ITC, 2 ITC sessions that I have done on sea level at the beach and stuff like that. So there is some content to come there. Anyway, I'm going to go, folks, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye.